Welcome to California State University San Bernardino Department Position Management and Payroll Detail Report Training. In this training, we will cover the basic steps on how to run your payroll detail report and how to run the position management query for your departments. The payroll detail report and the position management query allow the department users to manage their payroll cost at a detailed level. Employee pay information is updated each month from the SCO, or also known as the State Controller's Office pay tape. When it is loaded into the HR module and the labor cost distribution process or LCD process is run, the HR payroll information becomes available for finance users. Departments can then reconcile the chart field string totals for their positions in finance with the information on the payroll detail report. This ensures that payroll expenses are being posted to the correct chart field string. We will cover these details. Please feel free to contact the Budget Office at extension 75134 if you have any questions about the process or running of these reports. Let's continue. The Pay Detail Report is a custom report for CSUSB. Pay information is considered to be public information, but these reports should be kept confidential by the user. The position management query is customized and run under the name SB_PM campus _all_1. These are run for job SBHR016. You will become more familiar with SBHR016 as we move on. As a reminder, pay information is considered to be public information. However, these reports should be kept confidential by the user. You have a responsibility to only use this information to reconcile HR reports for your specific department. Position management provides an accountability process to maintain all positions for CSUSB. To request a new position or update an existing one, please visit the campus budget website for more information. The position request form is and will be used to request a new permanent or temporary position or when updating an existing position. The form is prepared by the department designee, and then it is sent to the budget office. After the information is verified, the budget office staff will create a position and notify the department that the position has been created and provide a position number. You can contact the budget office at extension 75134 with questions on position creation and updates, including changing the funding source for an existing position. Let's start by running the payroll detail report. This report lists all payroll charges posted to a department ID within a pay period. This report can be run for multiple departments and it can be sorted by employee last name or job code. The information available in this report is the employee name, position number, employee ID, charge period, department, fund, program, class, project, account with description, and the amount paid. The report will be delivered to you in a PDF format that will be ready to print. Let's begin our navigation. After you have logged into MyCoyote and have selected the HR environment icon, you will be at the PeopleSoft main menu. From the main menu, you will navigate to SB Custom Link. San Bernardino reports N through Z. Next, pay detail by charge. Let's watch the next few slides. On the Pay Detail by Charge search page, the system defaults to Find an Existing Value tab on the left. The very first time you use this feature, you must select the Add a New Value tab to create a new Run Control ID. Please notice that the Run Control ID names cannot have any blank spaces. Use an underscore to add a space in the name of your new Run Control ID. We are at the Pay Detail by Charge search page. Let me draw your attention to the breadcrumbs at the top of the page. Anytime you're in the system and you are navigating throughout the system, you have a trail of where you've been. You can use the links to get back to previous pages or navigate to other pages. At the Pay Detail search page, we can search by finding an existing value or adding a new value. For a few moments, we are going to focus on finding an existing value. Using the default Find an Existing Value tab after you have set up Run Control IDs will return a list of all Run Control IDs you have set up. In this demonstration, we will select Search to begin that process. We will review how to set up a Run Control ID a little later in this training. This report allows you to see the staff in your department and to see anyone that has been added to your department list in error. This is an important aspect of running this report. It provides an opportunity for you to run an audit and validate the information is correct every month. On the Pay Detail by Charge page, this is where we will begin to set up the information that we want for our report. The Run Control parameters include a set ID, payroll date, and charge by department. You can add multiple departments by selecting the plus button on the right of the charge department and using the minus button to remove. Now that we have our criteria ready to go, our parameters are all set up, we want to run our report by selecting the Run button in the top right. You may notice a processing icon appearing in the top right of the page. You are returned to the Pay Detail page, and we will select the Report Manager link where we can find our report. At the Process Scheduler page, you'll want to identify that the server name is PSUNX. The Refresh button will assist in obtaining the posted status that's required to view the report. We will review these steps in more detail when we practice adding a report. So let's begin with adding a new value. We're going to select the Add a New Value tab. There will be a slight delay before it brings you to the Add a New Value page. On the Add a New Value page, we need to name our Run Control ID. Once you've identified the name, remember that becomes the permanent name for your Run Control ID. This is also information that is tied to your employee or Coyote ID when you log into the system. It is also important to remember that there cannot be any blank spaces in the name of your Run Control ID. You must use an underscore if you want space between your words. We have created a Run Control ID test_12. Next, we will select the Add button. Once you've added your Run Control ID, you will be taken to the Process Scheduler page. On the Process Scheduler page, as previously mentioned, you want to identify the server name, which should be PSUNX. Under Process List in the middle of the page, to your right, you want to identify the type and format. The type is typically web and the format is typically PDF. Under the type, you can select email and the report will be sent to your email directly. Once we have validated this information, we are going to select the OK button at the bottom left of the screen. On the Report Manager page, we will select the Administration tab. The most recent report will always be at the top of the list under the Reports section in the middle of the page. We are looking for a status of posted. Please note that all reports are purged after 7 days. Make sure you save your reports once you've opened them. Notice that we have run several reports. I want to highlight the status. We have one report with the posted status and another report processing. We need to make sure that it shows posted before we can access the results of that report. Also, under the description column to the left of status, you can see SBHR016, that's the job number. When this report becomes available, the SBHR016 becomes a hyperlink and we will be able to access the report. Over to the right of the page, notice the Refresh button. The Refresh button will assist us in obtaining the posted status that we require to view our report. But please do remember, if you selected the type as email rather than web, your report will automatically be emailed to you when it has posted. You will click refresh for a few seconds until the status changes. If your status does not change or remains queued or in a processing mode for an extended period of time, 15 to 30 minutes, please contact the IT Support Center at extension 77677 to report this problem. When the status is posted in the report description column, we will select the report hyperlink. Once the report status is posted, next we will select the details link. After selecting the hyperlink listed under the description column, your report will appear. You may also select the details hyperlink and then the PDF file option. We can see information on the employees, their name, position number, job code, bargaining unit, and the amount that is being charged. In our example, we are selecting the details link, then we selected View Log Trace to view the report. Let's review the next few slides to view the report. I will select the PDF link. In the report results, we can see employee name, their position number, their job code, bargaining unit, and the amount that's being charged. Next, we will look at running the position management query. Running the position management query. This query will give you a list of all active positions filled and vacant in your department as of the previous business day. Some information included in this query is position number, job code, department salary, and chart field strings. Department users will only be able to run the query for their area or their departments. The query will retrieve information the user has access to. Please update your CIA form as needed. Status is indicated in the payroll status column, which we will review when we open up our first query sample. To begin running the query, from the main menu you will select Reporting Tools. The Reporting Tools folder opens and we will select in the Query folder, Query Viewer. The Query Viewer page appears. Queries can be searched by name. You can use a partial name search, but you'll have a lot of results to work through. It's best to use as much of the query name to isolate the specific query you are looking for. For this example, we're going to run it by SB underscore and select search, and you'll note the multiple results. Then we'll return and search by SB underscore PM underscore campus, and you'll see the results are much more specific. In the query list, you can see multiple queries that start with SB. So we're going to search under SB underscore PM underscore campus. We can see in our results with a much more specific name that we have fewer results. The third result is the result that we want, SB underscore PM underscore campus underscore all underscore 1. We successfully found the query we were looking for. When you select the search button, you may have a slight delay. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see the icon that indicates processing. It's just a flash and then it disappears. To add a query to your favorites, you need to select the favorite link in the far right in the Add to Favorites column. When you select that link, you create a favorites list. To remove a favorite, select the minus icon listed under Remove in your My Favorite Queries list. The next time you return to run a query and you have saved a favorite, after you select Query Viewer, your favorites will appear on the screen. Let's run this query. We will select in the Run to Excel column the Excel link. The results will be displayed in an Excel spreadsheet. You can save as and save directly into Excel and run your data and manipulate it. Before we get to the spreadsheet, I just want to share with you an alternative. When you select the Excel link, if it doesn't automatically run and give you the results in the bottom left of your screen, you may need to point to the Excel link, right mouse click, open in a new tab, open link in a new window, or save the link as. Typically, if you open link in a new tab or a new window, it will automatically open up the Excel spreadsheet. Then you can do a save as and change your format. You only need to do this if and when you select the Excel link and it doesn't launch the query results. This is dependent on how your station is set up. Please refer to your department technical support for additional assistance. Now let's continue with the query. When we select the Run to Excel link, in the bottom left of the screen you can see the Excel query has been launched. As mentioned previously, you can save this spreadsheet directly into Excel and manipulate your data. The information that you will see are position, department, department description, job code, FTE, and payroll status. I mentioned at the beginning of our presentation that payroll status will be available to you. The compensation rate, whether they are regular or temporary employee, etc. so you have this data available for your use. The university asks that although this is general pay information and is considered public information, that these reports should be confidential by each user. We are entrusting you as the user and as an individual that has been given security level to view this information, that you should only use this information to reconcile your department reports. Results are all based on your security access. If you feel departments are not showing up on the report, please contact the ITS Technology Support Center at extension 77677.